Russia-Ukraine war. Donetsk leader expects West to make Kyiv work off money it owes with counteroffensive. The West intends to force Kyiv into launching a counteroffensive to work off the money it has received, acting head of the Donetsk People's Republic Denis Pushilin said on Thursday. As for whether there will be a counteroffensive or not, I believe that even if the Kyiv regime is unwilling to launch one and realizes that it will fail, it will be forced into one. The reason is that the Kyiv regime is controlled from the outside and it has received serious funds and serious assistance, not only from the US but also from a number of European countries. So it needs to work them off and will be forced to do so, Pushilin told the Rossiya 24 TV channel. However, Pushilin doubts that Ukraine will start a counteroffensive operation in early May. It's hard to say when it will happen, particularly because the weather plays a role here, but I doubt that it will happen in early May, he noted. Media outlets have been discussing the topic of the Ukrainian armed forces counteroffensive for several months, giving various dates for when it might happen. The Russian Foreign Ministry said earlier that Western countries' open speculations about an upcoming Ukrainian counteroffensive were further proof of their direct involvement in the conflict. The New York Times wrote on Tuesday, citing leaked Pentagon and U.S. intelligence documents, that the Ukrainian armed forces had planned to launch a counteroffensive in the southern direction next month. According to the paper, Ukraine is expected to train 12 combat brigades, each 4,000 strong, by the end of April. Wagner founder calls his words about U.S. media trip to Artyomovsk military humor. Wagner private military company founder Yevgeny Prigozhin called his statements about the ceasefire in Artyomovsk during a U.S. media trip to the city military humor. Prigozhin said earlier on Thursday that American journalists accompanied by the Ukrainian military were heading to Artyomovsk. He said that a decision had been made to cease artillery fire so that American journalists can calmly make footage of Bakhmut and leave for home. Information came that American journalists were coming from Chasiv Yar accompanied by Tserber, commander of the Ukrainian Army's 57th Brigade, whom we have been hunting down for a long time and can't catch him. I made a media statement. This is some kind of military humor and nothing else but humor. This was a joke, Prigozhin's press office said in a commentary on its Telegram channel on his words about the ceasefire. Artyomovsk is located on the Kyiv-controlled part of the Donetsk People's Republic and was a major transportation hub for the Ukrainian army's supplies in Donbass. Fierce fighting for the city is underway. On April 18, Yen Gagin, advisor to the acting head of the Donetsk People's Republic, told TASS that Russian forces controlled already almost 90% of the territory of Artyomovsk. Acting DPR head Denis Pushilin said on Thursday that Russian forces had placed the Ukrainian army's last supply route in Artyomovsk under their gunfire control. Russian forces taking measures to repel Ukraine's planned counteroffensive, DPR head. Russian forces are taking comprehensive measures to repel Ukraine's planned counteroffensive, interim head of the Donetsk People's Republic Denis Pushilin said on Thursday. Sooner or later, they will force the Ukrainian regime to go on a counteroffensive. I can say that our guys, the Defense Ministry, are ready for it. Comprehensive measures are being taken so that the enemy doesn't succeed. Given the weather conditions, I doubt it will be the start of May, the first half of May, he said when answering questions from the region's residents in a call-in show. Pushilin said Russian forces have enough capabilities to defend the DPR and insisted that the enemy won't succeed. He said separately on Rossiya 24 television on Thursday that the West will force Kyiv to go on a counteroffensive to work off the funding it was given.